Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of HROT on the very hard difficulty. We are doing all levels with a blank slate, and this is the final level of the first episode, Mausoleum. Let's begin. Alright, so we're going to take a left into this area. This spooky part will blow up, and some spooky rats will pop out, but you can kill them with the sickle rather easily. You can grab the Hussite shotgun and read the Hussite shield. Hear the truth, speak the truth, defend the truth. And look, there's even the Hussite chalice on it too. But when you're done with that, you want to go into this part of the vent, kill this rat, preferably with your sickle so you can save ammo. Then we can make our way up into this part of the vent, and then break out of it. And now we're in the titular mausoleum. Alright, so we're going to grab the submachine gun, grab the shells, and pretty much everything else here, because it gives you almost all the weapons you'll really need, really. But when you're done with that, you can make your way over towards this part. See that electrical circuit there? Shoot it, and you'll be able to get a secret motorcycle. Now we have that, we can activate the most annoying encounter. Now, there's a horse, and there's also two shotgunners, but you might be thinking, that's not all that annoying, is it? Yes, it is. Well, the horse itself isn't annoying, and neither are the two liquidators, although they can be if you aren't careful. It's what comes afterwards that's pretty annoying, because not only do more shotgunners appear, but those teleporting submachine gun toting bastards will come after you as well. So we're just going to prioritize the shotgunners since they take a lot of damage for no real reason. And then we can focus on the chain gunners who like to teleport around. And there we go, we got rid of the most annoying encounter. So let's start another encounter, which will bring out two helicopters and one masky boy. We're gonna use the shotgun on the helicopters. And once we do that, we'll break out more masky boys as a result. We're just gonna move around so we don't get shot by them. And of course, some more enemies will appear as a result of that. But they're pretty much small time after you've dealt with the helicopters. I'm gonna use the pistol for the rest of these enemies though. Alright, there we go. You could try using the motorcycle to run them over if you want to save ammo, but no promises that'll actually work. Oh well. Alright. This one is potentially one of the easier encounters, but it can still screw you over if you get hit by these guys. It's Lenin heads and masky boys and miners. Well, one miner. Let's see if we can bait him out. There we go, and we killed, almost killed his friend. Okay. Alright, so that's nearly every encounter in this part, right? So let's say glory to the heroes who fell for their homeland, right? When we grab the rusted key, we should have one half of this part solved. Of course, there's an ogre guarding it, but whatever. But in order to get to the second half, we're going to go into this room. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place some landmines right here. And there's more where that came from, but once we do that, this encounter becomes easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now we're in here, we can open this part up, get the secret ball lightning launcher, which is a new weapon added in this patch. The patch being 0.2.6, which is the version I'm playing right now. But when we're done with that, we can finally go into the titular mausoleum. Now here are some masky boys, and they want to damage me immediately, so I can make use of these things. Sure. There's also a liquidator right here. We're gonna get rid of him. Grab a lot of ammo while we're at it. And now we can just look around. This place is surprisingly well maintained for a place that's been invaded by this unknown threat. But in here is a secret with a medal. Once you get that, you can flip the switch, but get ready to fight some new enemies. Well, new in this area at least, not new to the game. There's a rat and there's 2 Lenin heads. We're gonna use the submachine gun on him, since we have plenty of ammo for that. And there's some health to go around too, in case you really need that too. But when you're done with that, you can make your way into here. There's an ogre, but there's also some rats. I'm gonna focus on them, surprisingly. I know, I should be focusing on the ogre, but I don't wanna. Alright, over here is a area that you'll have to go into next, but before we even go into that area, we're gonna use the sickle on these two. Grab some more rockets and then break this part open, and then blow up the wall behind this body so we can get the secret with the dual pistol. Now we have that, we can flick the switch, kill this guy, and go around here. There's more milk if you need it, but aside from that, there's a Lenin head that'll be more than happy to see you. But now that he hit me, I can actually use the milk, so sure. Thanks, buddy. So here's the chicken mole rat looking things. They make a return in this level. It's been a while since we've seen them, huh? Some more Lenin heads too. We'll try to snipe them. I think we got them, or at least one of them. Don't know where the other one is. I don't want to stick around to find out. There's some more enemies here though. More masky boys. And a liquidator. And now we have the temperature at 15 degrees Celsius and the humidity at 80%. And look, it's Clement Gottwald. It's his mausoleum. But we're not gonna break out the ogre and the grunt here. We're gonna use the pistols on them. Do that cool reload animation. I think we have enough ammo to kill him with the shotgun. Could also use the landmine, I suppose. Aside from that, this area is for the most part cleared out. There's a gold key here, guarded by these two, and a valve that we can flip to break out more enemies that'll try to inconvenience you. There's a miner too, but we got him. Okay, so now we can go back up into this area, which is now filled with some new enemies, including the Lenin head. Grab some more of this, and then open this area up. And look! When we go into here, we get to see Clement Gottwald. He was the, one of the first leaders of communist Czechoslovakia, and he had a bit of a cult personality, so this is his mausoleum, I suppose. But anyways, we're gonna shoot this, and shoot this. And now we can lower him down to where he was before. And if you want to look around, you can do that. I recommend checking around for any milk if you need that, but yeah, this guy will try to jump scare you. Surprised that he survived, but I guess that's where he was. Dang it. So I'll have to use more milk. Have to drink more of that stuff. Now, did I get the milk from here? I think I did, yeah. I didn't get the milk from some of the other areas, though. I think this part still had some. Yes, it did. Good. And just in case, I'm going to check around here. But I think that's just about all of it. Alright. So you can look around all the surveillance cameras if you want, but not much else to this part. We're gonna go back down into here again and carry on where we went. You can now go into here and check out the sign. don't go into the tower, it says. But I'm gonna go into the tower. I don't care. What I do care about is keeping one of these barrels around because I need it to go into the last secret area, which is right here, and it has a basic lightning gun. So here's some health if you happen to need that, which you probably will for this encounter, because it's very interesting. Make sure you got 59 out of 60 kills and you should be good to go, but when you go into here, when you look up, you see this thing. Let's do this. We did it. We defeated him. And yes, that is supposed to be a mutant Clement Gottwald. Let's jib it. But, was that really Gottwald? Let's go back and check. It was. Oh no. Well, that is quite unfortunate, isn't it? But it does give you an idea of what we're going up against, I suppose. But here's a fountain to end off the video, I suppose. But there we go. We beat Mausoleum, and that level is pretty dang tough, I'll say, because some of the encounters before you actually get into the titular Mausoleum are pretty deadly, especially the one where there's a horse and two liquidators and the submachine gun guys that teleport in after you deal with those guys, and there's also the two helicopters that you have to fight at once, which are also inconvenient. After you kill them, some more liquidators and more masky boys come in after you. It's a very interesting level, and not to mention the fact that you have to fight Clement Gottwald as some sort of vor-like creature, like the Vors from Quake. That's what it kind of reminded me of, with the 4 legs that look like spikes. It's hard to describe, and it's quite horrifying. But aside from that, we are done with this video, and we are done with the first episode of HROT. And with that, we are done with HROT in general for a while, I suppose. So, I hope you enjoyed this series. When the second episode comes out, I'll try to cover that as soon as I can as well. But stay tuned for future endeavors. But until then, toodaloo.